Hey guys. So if you watched my short form content or reel, you know that I'm trying to make my perfect little black dress, and I already have the pattern from my high school graduation dress. And right now I'm going to go through all the patterns that I have in my room and see if I still have it, hopefully. But I have my high school graduation dress here, and I just pulled it out while I was looking for some other clothes, and I was like, why don't I take it out? This is her. I think I might just try it on again for funsies because it was such a good moment. And I'm so proud of this piece. Like, just looking at it on, like, oh, it's such a beautiful piece. Okay. I don't want to get emotional. So let's look through the patterns and we'll just see what else we find in there. So these are the bags. These are bags from the store that I used to work in when I was in high school. Yeah, so let's go through and see what's inside them. Okay, first, this beaded gown. My boss just kind of gave me this one because it was like super, super broken. Let me show you where. Towards the end of my high school years, they were going through the damaged clothes closet, and my boss was kind of just like giving me some of the pieces that were like so damaged that like even a tailor couldn't fix them. So she would just like take them, do something with it, you know? So like one dress, for example, it was like this Nookie bodycon dress. Like it had a rip down the back. I don't really remember exactly where, but it was like right below the zipper in the middle of the butt, I think. So what I did was I like cropped it, like cut it off, and I turned it into a bodice. What do you call it? A corset. A corset. I actually don't know where it is right now. But I had to basically hand sew the bottom because it was made of pleather. And so that was one thing I did. So another one that she gave me was this giant La Scala gown, which had a giant hole in the sequence. Like someone wouldn't buy it anyway, you know, and they wouldn't fix it. So let me see if I can find where the hole was. It's mostly intact though, which is like kind of insane. To be honest, I can't find where the hole was. Anyway, I got this giant dress. Maybe I'll turn it into my wedding dress someday. But I think it was a size 8. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something with it one day. But right now it just kind of sits in this bag and I haven't touched it cuz also I don't really know how to work with sequins. So I've never attempted to. Maybe it'll be a video I do on here one day. Okay, now we just have this bag full of patterns. Let's go through everything. So these are the gradings like that I would get on my projects that my teacher would do for me. I never really got very good grades because I was always just doing whatever I wanted. I think this is it. No. What is this? Okay, let's go through everything. So I think this is just a basic skirt sloper. The back, at least. This is the front. I always made little issues. Like, I wouldn't, like, square these things or whatever. I don't even know. Sloper front. I had my sloper back. Okay, let's see what else. More of the gradings that I did badly on. This is my sloper front for the skirt. So basically these basic ones are my slopers, which is what you kind of base the patterns off of, and then from there you can like redraw your slopers and then make adjustments to it based on that. Usually these slopers are made out of cardstock, and you just kind of like keep them around your studio. I used to have that in high school, but I don't know if we weren't allowed to keep it or something happened where I just didn't take it with me. I don't really know. Okay, we have all this. I think I know what it is. I think it's this Emilio Pucci dress that I tried to recreate. I'll insert photos here. Probably one of my best creations. I was so proud of that one. But the pieces were very weird. It was a really fun piece to make because basically what I did was I had to use my front and back slopers and attach them together at the seams, and then to create an entire pattern piece that went from the front to the back. And that was just a really fun process and I really enjoyed it. It was just so creative, and it was a pattern that I had made at the end of my 3rd year of high school, so it was kind of just something I did for fun, and it really came in handy because when I was in my 4th year of high school, everything was really stressful, but I still had to make like a 3-piece. I had to make 2 different 3-piece collections, and I used that pattern for my first collection, and it came out interesting. Maybe not exactly how I would have planned, but I would like to try and recreate the dress maybe. And I have the pattern to do it. Oh no, I'm wrong. This isn't that. So basically, in my 4th year of high school, in my second collection that I made, I drew my inspiration for my collection off of Tiffany lamps. And to be honest, this dress did not look that good. It looked kind of like a jester's outfit, but it was like striped. And basically, this is that dress. Like, this is one of the stripes. So unique. Oh, I should buy like envelopes to put these all in because this is so precious. And I don't want any of these to be damaged because I would love to like maybe recreate them all someday. Okay, that's a really special piece. Okay. That's so fun to find. Oh my god, I love going through this. This was a folder I used. This is the dress I was talking about, the Emilio Pucci one. So, yeah. Let's see what else we have in here. More grading. I didn't get very good grades on these things. Okay, now this is patterns for this top that I made also in my second collection of my senior year. It had godets on the front. Was not, like, my second collection was not very good. It was kind of unfortunate, but whatever. More grading. More grading. Oh, this is a pattern for my skirt that I made in my 4th year of high school, in my senior year for the second collection, which was also a skirt with godets, which actually was probably the best piece in that collection. But that collection was not very good, to be very honest. But I feel like all these patterns are very cute, you know? So this was for a top that I had made for my first collection in my senior year of high school, which was a black shirt with like bows in the back for the closure. Also not a great piece, but it had a big sleeve, which I loved big sleeves back then. We got some pencils in here, more grading stuff. Okay, let me guess. I think this is the big dress now. If we're going based on order and stuff. Yeah, definitely. This is the back of the dress. Okay, iconic dress, the one that I was talking to you about, Emilio Pucci. Here, slay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a bunch of paper folders and put everything in there. That way I have a nice organized way to keep my patterns, because things I'm going to give my grandchildren. This is like such important pieces of my life. And I'd love to recreate these pieces like in mass amounts for like my friends and my family, because some of these are just like really fun. More learning stuff. I think this is for my jacket. Let me see. Oh, these are the sleeve patterns for my dress, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put them all together. It seems like that's it. Because this kind of seems like no, it definitely is. Because I was like, maybe that seems like my graduation dress pattern, but I'm not sure. Then we have the coat pattern, which I created I used this to create my coat for the first piece in my last year of high school first collection. We all had to use this pattern to create a jacket. I don't really know where that jacket is now. I hope I have it. Whatever. This is a pattern for the skirt that I made in my 3rd year of high school. I only had to make one collection in my 3rd year of high school collection. This is the front of the skirt, so let's hold on to that to the side. We'll see where the back of it is. This is the waistband for it, I think, but this is bodice. Oh no, this was the waistband for the shirt that I had made for that collection. Okay, there's a lot of things in here. We gotta tread carefully. This was the piece for my dress in that collection. Okay, let's find all these pieces slowly. This is the back piece for the dress that I'm talking about. Okay, this seems like it's the skirt. And then this is the skirt from my dress. So they were wrapped up together, but they're different. Okay, these go together. Yeah, and this goes with this as well. Because, okay, this one didn't have the seam allowance in it. That's why it's here. Okay. Okay. Oh, then what's this? We have some wrapping paper that I used as fabric. I'm gonna cry. the dress that I was talking about with the bodice. I can't believe I made the pattern on Christmas paper. Oh no, this is the pattern for Liv's dress. My boss, when I worked at the clothing store, she commissioned me to make her this a version of the Cult Gaia dress, and I used this to make her dress. This is the sleeve for the dress that I made in my first year collection, a sloper. I'm getting really scared that I don't see my graduation dress pattern in here. And maybe my youthful idiotness might have not saved it. This is the pattern for my graduation dress. And this was the back. One hell of a time, let me tell you. Okay, so that was me unpacking all of my patterns from high school that I had made. Now we're gonna go through some pattern, like McCall's patterns or things like that I have in my bag, and we'll go through those. This is also some extra paper, basically. You know, I used to get so annoyed with my teacher because she was always like, date things, label them, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm gonna know what they mean. Here I am at 21, not knowing what any of these things mean. Whatever, I don't know. I think this was just some experimentation I was doing. Okay, some more patterns that I'm going to be making. Okay, don't know why I bought this one. Gonna be very honest with you. It's not really grabbing me in any way. This one as well. Don't know why I have that. This one, no idea why I have it. And these two. Yet again, no idea why I have them. You know what? I probably stole them from my fashion teacher and then never used them. That sounds like something I would have done in high school. Okay. Well, now that I've made my room more of a mess, I'm going to go to the store to go get envelopes for this, and then I think I'm also going to go to the fabric store and buy fabric for my graduation dress and maybe also a skirt. Hello, sorry if the audio is bad right now. I'm charging my phone. But I went out and I bought fabric for my dress pattern, and I bought this folder. I originally wanted to get paper folders, that way I could write on them, but they didn't have that, so I think this might work. And I'm going to folder up each item in here, into here. Yeah. And I'm not gonna have you guys here for the process, but I'll show you the finished product. Yeah, I'll see you then. Then I'm gonna clean my apartment, which you're probably not interested in, but whatever. Bye.